What's going on, everybody? Doc from Average Gamer Guys back yet again. And as you can see up on screen, we got finally, officially, we got the official release and breakdown for all of the fan rewards. They kick off tomorrow. The first chance to get them is going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to just quickly, I'm going to show you, give some quick impressions of what I think on a lot of these items and just run through everything. 12 total new rewards that are starting for everybody on Steam, PlayStation 4, and Xbox. We're going to be able to start getting these tomorrow. So if you haven't, maybe you're new to Rocket League, I will link down below how to essentially link in and get these rewards. Essentially, you're just using Twitch. I will put the link down below for you guys to be able to go do that. I will also put all the details down below, so check the link for the official post so you guys can take a little bit longer look at some of the items. But essentially, all you're doing is taking your Twitch and linking it to whatever platform you're on, and then all you got to do is watch the stream, and hopefully you get lucky and get some of these drops. So 12 new items. A lot of these have actually been kind of spoiled before. If you're like into the Rocket League community, and obviously you're on YouTube and watching a lot, you've probably seen quite a few of these, but we're just going to run through them. And 12 rewards is actually really cool. In my opinion, we get some neat stuff. We get some stuff that I'm kind of like, about, but just more so for the fact I really enjoy this set of rewards, just because we get a really good variety. The last set of rewards were pretty basic because obviously we don't have as many of the customization options as we did in the past, but now we have some, and they've really taken a hold of those. So we're just going to run through these just so you guys can get a quick look up on screen. We'll have some gameplay going on in the background, whatever, and just talk through them. So the first one that we're going to get is going to be called the Aether Wheels. Really cool, kind of a neat star design. I like them. They're pretty simple. The two wheel designs that we're going to get, not as flashy as maybe the Apex that we got previously. These remind me a little bit more of like the Ninja Wheels kind of, but a little bit more color, which I think a lot of people are really going to like. Obviously, I think my personal opinion is that Apex wheels are still going to be king when it comes to the limited fan rewards that we have, at least for the first two iterations of them. But overall, I mean, these are neat. I think these are really cool. We get the Aether Wheels. Obviously, they can come painted, and be interesting to see what some of the other colors look like. They give them to us here in Crimson, which is pretty neat. I do like them. The next one we're going to get is the Razzle Wheels. These, personally, of the two, I think these are more my favorite, just for the sole fact that if you really want a bright standout colored wheel with a lot of the painted version that you're going to get, I think this is the wheel for you. Nothing super flashy. You don't got any motion or anything going on like this. You essentially just get that large band around the rim that's colored. You get some color inside the spokes, and then you get a little bit of the tread color, which is really cool. Again, another super simple wheel. Really like these. Digging them 100%. These are going to be the ones that I hope I get painted version of, is essentially all I'm saying here. And I think these are, it's going to be hard to tell which one's more popular. My personal opinion is that these are, but that, I think that's just a personal opinion because I think I like them more. So it'll be interesting to see. The next thing we have, this might actually be one of my favorite things that I know was not, from my understanding, I don't think anybody did spoil this one, and I could be wrong, but we get this Equalizer Supersonic Trail. First of all, I love it because it's not blue or purple or orange, which is essentially the only colors that we have. We finally get one that's kind of a greenish blue, which I will definitely take. I love my Equalizer wheels, so I'm really looking forward to actually picking this up and being able to use it. I think it's a really cool trail. If I do end up getting this, I'm going to put it on everything. I just really like it. I'm going to be really cool. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like in game. It looks like both sides of the trail will be offset, and you get those like volume bar, Equalizer version. I'm super excited about this. I think this looks really cool, and that's kind of why I wanted to get hyped for this, hoping that there was going to be some stuff that didn't get spoiled. And I know I didn't see this beforehand, so when I did, I got excited. I got really excited. I'm pumped for this one. The next one is we get the Ballistic goal explosion, which I think this is going to be a fan favorite too. It's kind of silly. It's kind of popcorn-esque, but obviously with the Rocket League ball, and there's not a whole lot else to say. This one's going to be really cool, and I'm going to probably use this at some point if I end up getting it as well. Super excited. This is a neat one, and I think really fitting for a lot of these rewards. The next one we get is the limited boost blast ray. And I'll be interesting to see the reaction to this one. I think versions of these colored are going to be really cool. Obviously, the sound that this one makes is going to be kind of interesting. I do like this one. It reminds me kind of like a toned down tsunami beam almost, with a little bit of like the tune sketch mixed in where it's coming out of the exhaust pipes right at the very end of the car. So it's kind of to me, it's kind of a mix of both of those, but I think this one's going to be one that people are going to really like. I think it's neat. They always seem to do a pretty nice job with the boosts, and this is, I think, going to be a good one. I don't know if it'll rival Helios. That's the one thing that I'm, still trying to kind of determine and figure out. Helios has a pretty big following as well, but we'll just have to see with this one. But I do like it. Cool design. Definitely want to see the color variants because I think some of them are going to be pretty neat. Then we get a couple toppers. We get the 2-time topper, which is just cool. I mean, the topper's not a whole lot that has to go into these. Just really neat. Interesting with this one and with this whole package is that these were all designed actually to kind of represent like the Rocket League esports environment, the community in general. So that's a lot of what you're going to see. There's a little bit more stuff kind of built into these, all of them that are taking some keys actually from, again, from Rocket League esports, from the community, from some of your pros and some things that are going on, which I think is a really neat idea. It pays a little bit of homage to those that are really keeping the sport, making it enjoyable to watch, and helping to grow the game. So pretty neat there. And this topper is pretty cool. You've got the Stoic Muffin, which is just pretty interesting. I'll be curious to see if this will come painted. I sincerely don't think it will. But I think it would be kind of cool if the bottom of the muffin came painted. I don't know. We'll have to see with it. It could be interesting. It is a pretty funny topper. I think you're going to see a lot of people rocking this one, at least initially. This to me is like the hustle brows from the first set of rewards. So pretty cool. I like that one. Next thing is we get a couple of decals, and this is actually kind of my favorite part of this, is we don't get overloaded with decals. Now again, I do like the original RLCS decals. I think those are going to be pretty big fan favorites for a long time, just because they are really clean, they're really neat. But I think some of these are going to rival them, and I think especially Octane users out there are really going to like the Dune Racer that we got up. I think it's it's an interesting decal. Obviously, painted versions of it are going to be in high demand, and it's just pretty cool. I like it. I think it's a good design on this one. The next one we have is the Phantasmo for the Dominus. It's hard to tell with some of these. Obviously, you got to kind of be into the style. I don't necessarily dislike this one. Probably not my favorite, but I'm sure there's a ton of people out there that are going to love it, and that are big Dominus users and want to throw it on the car. So again, painted versions of these are going to be good, and it is cool. It's an interesting decal for sure. And then finally, we get the Froggy, which might be it's probably one of the funnier decals that we have. But the fact that it's on the breakout, I don't know if that's going to help or hurt it as far as people searching for them. I know there's some breakout users out there, but it'll just be interesting to see. It is a really cool decal. It's really funny. I got a good laugh at it, and it'll just be interesting. And then finally, the two things, I don't know if these were spoiled either, but they kind of came as a surprise to me, although I kind of figured they were going to happen, is we get two banners. We get the Rocket League Esports banner, which is up on screen now, and then I'm actually going to jump over to the Winning Streak banner, which I think personally is more of my favorite. But both of them, very clean, very cool banners to use. Again, if you like something simple, I think banners, they've really been doing... Honestly, they've been doing an excellent job with these. They've been doing an absolute excellent job showing them, making them, putting them in the game, doing a variation of, animated versus kind of standard ones versus clean ones versus kind of funny. Both of these, really, really cool. Really looking forward to them. So that's just a quick few minute rundown. I try to get through them as fast as I can. I'm not going to take up any more time of your day. The last thing I am going to say is get out there and watch. So RLCS this weekend is actually going to be the Rival Series play-in. So 128 teams from both Europe and North America. They're going to go. 4 teams from each region are eventually going to make it into the Rival Series. And this just kicks off this season of RLCS. So it's going to kick off tomorrow, March 10th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And then EU broadcast, so Europe broadcast, is going to be March 11th, 9 a.m. PDT, which I want to say is 5 or 3 hours from Pacific. I'm not really sure. You have to do the math on that one. I apologize, I didn't before. But essentially, you get the chance tomorrow and Sunday to take a look and watch some RLCS. And again, link your account, link your Twitch with your whatever PSN, Xbox, or Steam ID. And you'll be able to hopefully get a chance to get some of these drop in for you. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure, and if you haven't already, please do make sure to subscribe, follow, do all that kind of stuff. If we get any of the items, I'll do my best next week to actually show some of them off. Hopefully get maybe a painted version or something, and maybe do a follow-up video to this. But yeah, a lot more Rocket League coming at you as soon as we can get some more stuff going. And just thanks, appreciate everybody and their support for the channel. Dr. Average Gamer, guys. Catch you in the next one.